This week, the task was to choose a scenario and answer as if I was asked to fulfill the task. I chose scenario 1. According to the article, Online Learning in High School Students, A Cultural Perspective, online learning might facilitate students with the opportunity of self-paced learning, access to floating of information over the internet, or the flexibility of anytime, any place, any pace learning. Bardaki, Arslan, and Khan, 2018. To make the transition from a traditional classroom to an online classroom, Carol Johnson has to consider a few organizational factors as she begins to prepare to teach at a distance. The initial step is simply making the decision of what kind of distant learning environment she wants to create. Asynchronous or asynchronous, which both require different planning. In an asynchronous distant learning environment, Ms. Johnson and her students will interact in different places during different times. The students will be able to complete their work whenever they please and rely on technology, such as email, online forums, audio recordings, and video recordings. In a synchronous distant learning environment, Ms. Johnson and her students will interact in different places but during the same time, but are required to log on to their computer during a set time at least once a week. Technology will also be considered a part of the organizational factors. Ms. Johnson needs to decide which software application and what online tools she will use for course management system. New web-based technologies and mobile devices provide affordances as both cognitive tools and delivery platforms for dissemination of polished and professional authentic learning experience. Spector 2014, page 401. Ms. Johnson may want to decide which platform she will use, be it video conference, pre-recorded video, PowerPoint, uploaded documents, video discussions, or a mixture of a few. Whichever platform is chosen, Ms. Johnson will have to both learn how to use these tools and teach the students as well. Most importantly, Ms. Johnson needs to create a syllabus, which is the most critical resource of any course. She should meet with her students at the beginning of the algebra course to go over the syllabus and highlight due dates for assignments and review assignment instruction and encourage her students to get familiar with the instructions. Also outline expectations for students thoroughly by communicating the expectations and the role of the students in the course, which gives the students the responsibility. According to Simonson, Smaldino, and Zivak, 2015, the more informed the student, the greater the chances for a successful learning experience, page 171. Ms. Johnson should be readily available to answer questions, as this will be a new chapter for many of her students. Lastly, Ms. Johnson needs to extend her patience and understand that her students may not know how to be self-directed at first, but will be able to develop this skill set soon enough. Thank you for listening.